Hi, class. We're going to go over the word 3A grader. So, as always, I'll share my screen. We'll get started. First, I'm going to download my materials. So I have instructions and my working file. Close down, look my download button, and go into my working file. The first thing we do as always is click to enable editing. We see a 2-page document. I'm going to try to minimize my screen and show our text at the same time as I always do. Oh. Creating research papers, newsletters, merge meta labels. We're not really going to use the meta labels, no one really does, but we'll see what the project gives us. And then we have our video section to go with our work. And we got 3.1 through 3.14. And we've already opened up our document. And our result is going to be a 4-page document other than a 2-page document. And we have a preview. We already have a working file named appropriately. Well, they say last name underscore first name, so put underscore your first name next to your last name. And here we go. We're going to format and space some things. So we're being told to hit Control A to select all of our text, and I will do so. There's a Mac tip right here. So we'll go back over to this window and hit Control A. All my text is shown. Then we're going to go to line and paragraph spacing grouping. I'm going to make that big, and then we're going to go to double-sided. So we're in this section here. We're going to see line and paragraph spacing. We're going to click to. So now we're double spaced. I'm going to hit Control A again to keep my text highlighted. And I'm going to go back to my textbook. We're going to go to Layout tab. And in the paragraph group, we're going to go space it after the point 0. So we're going to go back into here and go to line spacing options. And it said spacing in the paragraph group, spacing after the 0 point. Oops. And hit OK. Then our map tip. At the top of the document, position your insert point to the left of many. So we're going to go to our first page. The left of many. We're going to hit enter one time to create a backspace. I'm going to use the up arrow key to go back to where we were. And we're going to enter Gerald Foster and hit enter. and February 15, 2026. Then, and then we'll go back. So Gerald Foster entered. Now we're going to enter Dr. Hillary Kim. My bad. Enter biomedical research 617. February now our date. And then we're going to type in quantified cell movement into rhythm. We're told to go to our home tab and center option. And we're going to hit save. Then we'll move on. So we look exactly as we do on the screen. Now we're going to format the page numbering and paragraph indents for a research paper. So we're going to go to our insert tab. And in the header and footer group, we're going to select header and edit header. And we're going to type Foster and spacebar. Now we're going to go to page number. And current position. We're going to put simple plain number. And now our header is there. Our Mac tips are right here. Now on our home tab, we're going to align right for this. So we're going to go to paragraph and our right align. Now our page numbers really traditionally would see it. So we can close the header and footer group. I wasn't seeing the icon when I was half screen. Near the top of page one, locate the paragraph beginning of many of us, and then position the insertion point at the beginning of the paragraph. On the right of your screen, by moving the vertical scroll box, scroll down to view the end of the document. Hold down Shift and then click or tap to the right of the last page to select all the text from the release point, then release Shift. So I'm going to go Shift. Sorry. I'll hold down our Shift key and drag and release Shift. with the text selected, we're gonna go to the paragraph group. And I'm gonna go big here because it wants us to choose our more option. We're gonna go to indent and spacing, and under indentation, we're gonna select special arrow. Indent and spacing, indentation, special, it's right here. I'm gonna select first line. And by, we're gonna select 0.5 and we're gonna hit OK. So now we see our indentations that are in place for each paragraph. Now we're going to position the insertion point at the top of the first page to the left of Jared. So we're going to insert tab, header and footer. We're going to select footer. In insert group, we're going to select document info and file name. I have to pause for a moment so I'm getting a phone call. Yeah, so we're in the header and footer subgroup. We're being told to go to document info and file name. And now we're told to save our document. Now we're going to insert footnotes, the key to citing references for research papers. So we're being told, scroll to the middle of page 2, locate the paragraph that begins with accurate records. So let's go to page 2, and accurate records, so we're right here. In the third line of the paragraph, position the insert point to the right of the period after infancy. So to the right of the period, which is right there. We're being told to go to references and insert footnote. And we're being told to enter this string for our footnote. footnote all done. We're gonna scroll to display the top of page 1. We're gonna locate the paragraph that, because of many of us. At the end of the paragraph, position the insertion point to the right of the period following time. We're gonna go to references table and insert footnote again. And we'll pick this. Notice the footnote changed the number because we're higher up in the document. Okay. And 1, 2, go down. Now we can change a footnote style. So that once our in our cursor still in here, we're going to go to Home tab in the paragraph group. Bigger. Home tab in the font group and the paragraph group. The font group. It wants us to do work. The footnote will say 10-point size, single space, even though the point's 11, as shown. Let's just verify that. 10 and not 11. Oh, we're good there. At the bottom of page 1, point anywhere in the footnote text you just entered. Right click and select style. And we have a bunch of styles here. And our screen looks the same. Style, we're going to select modify. And we'll look for the formatting. He's right here. And we want our font to go to 11. You see what it's going to look like. In the lower left corner of the dialog, we're going to select format and paragraph. Indents and spaces table under indentation. We're going to go front first line. Under spacing, we're going to select double. First line double, so we're good there. We're going to say OK. And OK again. Again. fine. And we look the same. Go over to page 2. We have the same spacing and indentations. We hit save. Now we're going to add citations. So in our references tab, in our citations and bibliography, we're going to select the style button and choose MLA. This is professor choice, so check with your professors how they want your Word documents formatted. In the middle of page 2, the paragraph begins with accurate. At the end of the paragraph, position the insert to the right of the quotation mark. So now we're going to do insert citation. We do add your source with a dialog box to fill out. We have a map tip here. And we're going to make our screen look like this. So we're going to be book. And then we're going to put in our author's name. The title. Well, in New York. Which are basic books. And medium is view print. MLA is chosen. So this is book, and our citation looks the same. Let's hit OK to do the citation. See, we have Sobel in the quotes. Go ahead and save. Now we have a section to edit citation. So we're saying in the lower right corner of the box that surrounds the selected reference for Sobel, this box here, our lower right hand corner, do the arrow, and then we're going to do edit citation. Remember our back tip. Hit the bottom box. We're going to go under add in the pages box. We're going to enter 5. Our screen is the same. We're going to hit OK. You see our citation has changed. And we're outside the box. And we're told to enter a period. Delete the period to the left of the quotation mark. Now we're told to move to the end of the document. We're told to insert after the E to the left of the period. So right there. We go Insert citation again. Add new source. We're going to state book, and we're going to type the text. Title. City. Publisher. Media. Print. Notice the tag name is going to be created in our backstage view. Let's hit OK. We want a citation option again. Edit citation. I'm going to enter page 28 for the add. Hit OK. On the references tab in the citation bibliography, we're going to click manage sources. We see a screen like this. We see the Glacier one we created and a Sobel one we created. You see what our citation is going to look like. We can hit close here and save. Now we're going to do something very similar, but we're going to add citations for a website. In the lower portion of page 2, box here. There's page 2. For the life of me, I don't know why my indentations went away and my footnote went away. And if yours does this and it takes off any points, I will make sure to get them back to you. Not sure why it did that. We never asked it to change. And that put it back the way it should be. So we're on page 2. We go to the paragraph doctors have. Look for the word United States on the next page. Position the insertion point after the S and states and to the left of the period. Set the code for the header photo group. Header on page 3. We're to the left of the period. Back to references, insert citation, add new source. This one's going to be on the website. And we fill out our information. The name of our website. Our year 2012, 1 January 15, year it says 2026, month it says January 17. We select OK and save. And we see our references created. Next activity is to insert a page break, which comes in handy. Like if I was writing this paper, I would put in a page break after this citation. The doctor's paragraph will be on the next page. So we're being told to scroll to the end of the document, place an insertion point to the left of the final paragraph mark. We're being told to create an editable page break with Control Enter. You can also go Insert and page break. Now we're being told to go to the Home tab and the paragraph. Go to the launcher, indents and spacing, under indentation, none. Okay. Save. Now we're looking to create a reference page. So with the insertion point blinking at the top of page 4, our references. And now we're going to go to bibliography and we're going to do works cited. And we automatically have our works cited created. We're being told to put our insertion point to the left of the works cited and drag down to select everything. We're going to go to layout, paragraph group, make it bigger, line spacing before 0, after the 0, space and double, and OK. We're going to now go to the Home tab in our font group. I'm going to change our font size to 11. And change our font to Aptos. I'm Aptos body, so I'm just going to choose the Aptos. And 11. Our color option. Second column, first color. Center. Save. Now we're going to go to edit our sources. And we're being told to go to references in our ribbon. And we're going to do manage sources, which is within citations and bibliography. You've seen the screen earlier. On the left of the list, select the entry for SOPL. Now, our edit source dialog comes up. Our source should be TOPL instead of SOPL. Okay. We're going to hit yes when we get this message. And our screens are now the same. We're going to close this out. And we're told to say our change to TOPL was in effect. We want to bring our citation arrow by clicking the lower right-hand corner again. And we're going to go update citations and bibliography. And we see our works cited has now changed. Our works cited, we're being told to select the 3 paragraphs. And then in the paragraph dialog box, we're going to reset spacing to 0, 0, and then spacing a double. Let's go to home, paragraph launcher, spacing 0 and 0, line spacing double, and OK. Save. Now we're going to see how to use the navigation pane to go to a specific page. We want to scroll to the top of page 1. And we want to go to view. Then we have some different things we can look to do. And we want to go to show and navigation pane. And now we can search in our document for things. Notice our rather large map tip. In our navigation pane on the right end of the search document, select search for more things arrow, which is that. And we look the same as our screen. Under 5, we want to go footnotes and endnotes. We see a navigation bar with results 1 and 2. We can see in our document where 2 is. Selecting this again. I'm going to go to. You're going to find and replace dialog box. Under go to what, we want to say page and page 4 and go to. And now we're on page 4. And we're going to hit close. We click pages here, we can see a pane of our pages. We can close our navigation pane. And we're going to manage our document properties, much like we've done before. So we're going to go to the top of page 1. Go to File. Info. Show all properties. And title. We're putting in quantified self-movement gain momentum. Tags itself. Research paper. Comments. We're going to type draft. Copy of report for class. Categories box. We're going to do biomedical research. And the company box. University Medical Center. And the manager box. Dr. Hillary Kim. We're being told how to select the word properties. Go to advanced properties. We get this summary page, which we have here. Under statistics, we see the number of revisions we made, how many pages, paragraphs, lines, words, characters, and characters without spaces. We can hit X to close this dialog box. I'm going to hit save. And we can close. And we're all done. Hope that was a pretty harmless exercise. Rather fun for me to do. I've done it many times. Thank you to everyone who did the LinkedIn assignment. I appreciate it. It's always helpful to grow your network. So type in fellow other professors, fellow students, friends, and so on, and start building your network. As we'll learn in our networking for computer sections, the value of a network grows the more nodes or computers we have to it. That's the same thing with LinkedIn. The value of our LinkedIn network grows by the number of people we have connections to. Well, thanks everyone. I appreciate it and have a great week.